Okay, we thought we were done, but we're not. So this is Margaret Lewis. Say hi, Margaret.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Oh, that's too too tight.
Okay.
Okay, so Margaret is. We see folks here in Washington that each come that have something very important to say, and I feel like it's my job when I meet somebody like this to really help them. And when they have something specific, like an action step, like, hey, we need to tweet this guy Monk or whatever his name is. I want to do it. Now, this is a sad story because her daughter is horribly burned when she was 16 by a very simple little tiny fix called a flame
Arrestor. A flame arrestor.
A flame arrestor. And for how long? For 200 years that flame arrestors have been used?
Yeah, flame arrestors have been on anything that we cook with, heat with, or light in all of our homes and everyday use since they were first invented and patented, in 1800s. And the problem is somewhere around 2002, manufacturers decided in order to compete in the marketplace, they'd save some manufacturing costs and take the safety guard off. And when you don't have this little tiny piece of metal or plastic on the opening, it turns it, what it would be a normal gas can or ethanol or methanol type of a container, into a flamethrower. And when that vapor gets sucked inside of a container, we call them an ICE or an internal container explosion, an ICE will shoot a flamethrower anywhere up to 15, 20, 23 feet.
Wow.
And the research has been done by ATF, CPSC, everybody knows it. And we've been part of trying to get these flame arrestors required and put back on instead of voluntary. And it's been really hard. So that's why I said, hey, if I happen to be walking down the street or riding an escalator, I would ask you for.
And Margaret said, "Hey, George, I know you." So this is the thing. Margaret worked with GE. I think we can say that you were a Six Sigma black belt, continuous process improvement. Worked for Jeff Immelt. Worked for the previous guy at Welch. So this is a person who you were like in the top executive circle, going to China for Jeff Immelt.
I was a lucky girl that could always make my numbers, and I liked doing what I did, and I was I enjoyed the challenge till I was like, I'm not having fun anymore. I'm a mom. I got twin daughters. I need to do some other things.
But your life dramatically changed when this happened to your daughter, and she was there at the Shriners Hospital with her daughter, and she described how they have to exfoliate the skin every 12 hours and the pain and so forth. And this is a mom that I see just incredible fortitude. I mean, just put one foot in front of the other and just make this thing happen.
I represent about 4,000 moms a year. This is happening 4,000 times a year that somebody gets burned by a flammable liquid. Not my numbers. Facts are my friends. Yeah. This is NFPA's numbers. They studied this
is
problem.
A very simple fix. This is a 10-cent. This reminds me of the Pinto. This reminds me so much of the Pinto, which had the $5 thing on the gas can, and then we had all these people getting the $5. Okay, here we're going to see the.
Funny you should bring that up. To me. I just happen to have 3 flame arrestors on me.
Yeah.
So this is a little.
I remember those as a kid.
Yes.
When you mow the yard. Yeah.
Right. This little piece of metal or screening could be right in like a gas can.
Yeah.
Or
right over the top.
Or the can that I spent $25 on.
Yeah.
Wow.
They sold them to me telling me it was safer, and the price had gone from $17 to $25, so I said I'm going to buy a case. They sold me a case, and this is the one that didn't put on that one. So the manufacturer that sold me that for $25 didn't put this on. Can we agree this is not expensive?
That's not expensive.
This would have...
And that caused the damage to your daughter.
This is what caused the damage. Here's one, and this is a metal one. You can see this one would be on like a Bacardi rum, 151.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very high proof, because
Right.
bartenders do bad flaming shots and things
Oh,
could happen.
I see, yeah.
And here's another one that's on metal, or excuse me, this was on like a alcohol gel.
Okay.
Wow.
So just so you can appreciate, this is just 3 examples. You can see these aren't
Yeah.
expensive, these aren't
Right,
complicated.
pennies.
They've been around for 200 years.
So let's do a quick call to action now. That you said, is it Peter Monk? I
Phil
heard
Monkton.
Okay,
Phil
Phil
Monkton.
Monkton. When I heard Peter Monk, I was like, oh no, not that guy.
No.
Yeah, Monkton, like
Phil
a monk
Monkton.
with a ton of stuff on his back, right?
Yes, Phil Monkton is the guy that drives me crazy because he's the vice president of the largest gas can company. He's also the president
What's
of
the largest gas can company?
Scepter.
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 Okay.
Scepter out of Canada.
Let's all tweet Scepter and say, hey, how about the flame arrestor?
Yes.
It's like 5 cents.
Because
right?
Scepter had them on their products. They took them off by 2002. I happen to have found depositions. So I know when they try to claim, oh, we don't know what they are, we need to study it more. Because Phil is the chair of the committee that's been pretending to fix the problem for 10 years. He's the president of the Manufacturers Association, which is the lobbying group. and he's the vice president of all their sales and revenue streams. So that one individual, if we can just get one person to like move aside, we can solve this problem.
And what I would recommend is there's a health and welfare committee in the House and the Senate side, is find out which representatives are on there and then tag those reps saying, hey, why not this flame arrestor? This is ridiculous. When I heard the description of when I heard the description of her with her child,
Yeah, it's rough.
it's worth it. Do it. Just send out a quick tweet. That's all there is to it.
Can I ask one thing?
Sure.
Can I ask everybody too to do me a huge favor? It would mean a lot to me if you'd also look at asking your representatives to support HR 919. That's the Portable Fuel Container Safety Act. It's a very balanced bill. We're saying just put the safety guard back on, and we're saying CPSC, you must protect consumers and students in schools, because there's 300 or 400 kids
These
every
are
mom.
in science classes. These are in science classes.
Yeah, kids in
So
science
your
classes.
kid could be affected, not just kids mowing the yard, right?
Right.
Right.
And it's always people in their homes, in social gatherings, in family gatherings. It's our houses. It's the things that are supposed to be safe to us.
Right.
And
right.
we just want to make it safe again, because it's completely safe with this guard back on there. It is,
So how do people get in contact with you? If you
notyourturntoburn.com.
Not your turn to burn. How about that? Not your turn to burn. I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to get goofy. So we're going to leave it there.